Hi everyone! Happy Monday. It is Cyber Monday. Thank you guys for joining in. We are Deal Stories. So you know we have amazing deals for you guys today for Cyber Monday. Woo! And a daily reminder, there's only 27 days before Christmas. So here today we are going to be showing you some amazing products on our Monday, Cyber Monday Live. We have our special guest, Mr. Audige, here with us today. Hello! We're going to be showing you guys some amazing dog products, and of course we are here with the vehicle, so I'm going to go ahead and get right to it so that we can show you some dog-friendly products that you can use in your car. So without further ado, we're going to put Audige in the vehicle so he doesn't freeze himself, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the first products. Give me 1 second. Okay, sit, Mama. Okay. So with having dogs and children, you always want to keep your vehicle organized, or if you're doing a lot of long road trips, you don't want to have 1,001 items all in the back seat on the floor. It's such a messy hassle. So for that solution, we have these backrest seat organizers. We're going to be starting with the first one. This is made out of PU leather cotton material. It actually has 8 different pockets, as you can see, the 8 pockets that you can literally put anything in there. We put a little tissue box in there so that you guys can get an example of what it looks like. Anything and everything can literally fit in here. You can have the kids' snacks, the kids' diapers, water bottles, umbrellas, iPads, anything that can really fit in here. Their snacks, their coloring pencil crayons, anything can fit in here. And the coolest thing about this one, this is such a nice, beautiful design. As I mentioned, it's a PU leather type of material. And of course, it does click with the Velcro on the headrest. That's where we're going to go ahead and attach it. And then, of course, on the back side of it, you do have the buckle that's going to go ahead and buckle to either the front driver or passenger seat. And then you also have an additional buckle here if you want to have it fastened tight as well. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to install this. And of course, on the back, I believe that is nylon material. So of course it's not going to scratch the back seats of your vehicle as well. So really quickly, super simple, no tools needed for this. What you're going to go ahead and do is the back headrest. We're going to go ahead and use the Velcro, attach that. And then of course you're going to go ahead and use the buckle and attach it around the seat. So I'll show you guys really quickly how this works. So go ahead with the head. You're going to use the Velcro, attach that Velcro right in. Look at that nice, sleek design. And then, of course, with the buckle right here in the back, you're going to make sure that these buckles are stretchy, my apologies, and they can actually go around the seat. So I'll show you guys that here in a second. There we go. So as you guys can see, we're able to put that right in, and it just comes right down to the bottom of the seat, and it's very nice and hidden. So if you actually have something that can go over your car seat, or if you want to tuck that buckle in there so that it doesn't actually hurt your passengers, that can work as well. So that is exactly how the back seat organizer looks. And then of course, if you want extra, you can actually attach it down there so that this doesn't hang. Is that correct? So what we'll do is, because we're not going to attach it, we'll just have it swinging down there like that. This is one of my favorite designs just because if your vehicle seats are leather, and then of course this is leather too, it's kind of a nice flush design to the back of your seats. And then of course your kid, if they're sitting here, they can go ahead and reach out to the tissue box and grab the tissue. their water bottle, if there was a water bottle in here, any of their little snacks and toys. Everything is super accessible right down near your feet. And then of course you're not having so much mess and clutter down underneath by your feet because everything is right here and accessible for them as well. This is really great. And now that we're speaking about backseat organizers, it actually comes in 2 different designs. So this is the leather one with the 8 pouches. And now I'm going to show you guys the material one. And this one actually comes in 9 pouches. It's a little bit more spacious. And of course the design is a little bit different. So as I mentioned, 9 pouches. And these ones are of a mesh material. Also made from 600D fibers as well for the material. So this one's kind of cool because on the top here you can actually have an iPad. And it is touchscreen as well. So if you have an iPad on here and you want your child to be watching some TV shows, some movies, anything like that, or even playing games, you can actually insert the iPad in there. And then of course with this material, it is touchscreen. So they'll be able to actually play and touch with this while keeping your iPad clean at the same time. Because you know with kids, they always have messy, messy fingers. And then of course you have your other pouches here. We just put that in there for an example. But you can see how quite large the spacing is in there. And then of course you have your small little pouch. You can put your snacks, anything in there, a bag of chips. You can have a water bottle, a juice box in here, an umbrella, anything to satisfy your needs, toys, stuffed animals, anything really for a road trip. You can just slide that right in here. So this one also has the same features as well. It has the strap right here, and this strap is not a Velcro. It is one of these, and it just suctions right onto the back seat of the front, the front seat, the driver or the passenger seat. It'll clip on. And then of course on the back itself, it does also have the clip buckle so that you can put that around the front seat as well, and along with this one for extra support. And now with this material, it's not there to scratch your seats. It's made with 100% polyester fibers. So of course, as you can tell, the back is nice and flush. And then of course, you have the front. And the coolest thing about these ones are actually waterproof. So of course, if you have any spills, some slips, some yogurts that spill on this, you can just go ahead and remove it. Use a wet wipe to wipe off the iPad screen. And then of course, with these types of materials, you can just use some water just to wash off any debris that may be there or anything messy as well. So installation on this is exactly the same way as how I installed the leather one. So you kind of get the 2 options. And, you know, they're very nice, like as I mentioned, for road trips, or even if you have dogs, you can put the dog's toys in here, the dog's treats in there, the dog poo-poo bags in there, anything at all. Everything is so easy. And my favorite thing is if you're done, you can go ahead, unclip it, and then you can go ahead and fold this thing. Fold it up. And look at that. You're ready to go. It doesn't even take up that much space in your bag. So once you're done with this and you no longer need it, go ahead, fold it up like that. You can keep it stored in. And then whenever you have a road trip or you just want to use it for one of your days, just go ahead, open it up, and it's ready to go. Super simple, super easy. I can go ahead and show you guys how to install this one as well. This one, as I mentioned, is the exact same installation as the other one. You want to go ahead and clip it and then clip it in the back. So I'll go ahead and do that for you guys as well. So we're just going to walk over to the other side of the vehicle. Super simple. Take the headrests. We're going to go ahead and clip that right there. There you go. Clips right in. And then of course, with the back buckle right here, unbuckle that, close the door so the car doesn't get hit. And then you're going to do this exact same thing. Make sure that you buckle it both in the front. Okay. There we go, easy peasy. A little climbing of the seats, but I will tell you it's snug in there. It is super snug. So if your child's pulling at it, you know, trying to move it around, it is snug there. And I like these straps. These straps are actually adjustable. So if you want it to be a little bit more tighter, you can actually go ahead and adjust the strap just by pulling it. There we go. We just adjusted it a little bit tighter so that it sits higher up. So that's a cool thing I like about the strap on this one compared to the strap on this one, because this strap is Velcro. There's no adjustability to it. You only have one size fits all for that. But you do have the adjustable strap so that this thing is actually on super tight. And like I said, if any of your kids are playing with it or touching the iPad, nothing is going anywhere. Everything is going to stay in there solid. So these are really great to have. The backseat organizers, as I mentioned, if you have kids, if you have pets, or if you're going to be doing long road trips and you don't want to have so many things on the ground all over the place, you want to actually have a place where you can actually just store everything in the back seat. And the one thing I would also say, it's not just for kids or just for pets. If you're an Uber driver, a Lyft driver, and you have passengers in the back that consistently need tissue or may need a charger for their phone, you can have these little pockets that have something accessible for them. Complimentary tissue, maybe a complimentary water, chargers that are available to them, or even brochures of the city. You could even have them in there for them just to take out, read, and then just put back. They used to have these in the back seat of taxis, old school taxis. So if you want to kind of upgrade your Lyft or your Uber, I would suggest getting one of these. So they're both waterproof. This one you can use with a microfiber cloth to clean. And then this one, of course, you can have water straight on that and then clean that. And then use just like a baby wipe or so to wipe the clear part where the iPad is supposed to be. So these are the two backrest organizers. They're highly, highly recommended, especially for summer road trips or if you just need them in general. So go ahead and take a look on our Amazon storefront page. Use our code Dealstories because, hey, everyone wants to save. And I'll tell you, today is Cyber Monday. Take advantage of these amazing deals. You have two different ones. They do come in a pack of two, as I mentioned. So if you want to get this leather one, it comes in a pack of two. And then if you want to get this type of material, it comes also in a pack of two as well. So feel free to go on our Amazon storefront page. Use that code Dealstories because that code will last for 7 days. And you're going to be getting more of a better price because today is Cyber Monday. Beautiful. So I'm going to step out and then I'm going to tell you guys about our next product. Nope, down. So with dogs, as I have one as well, a lot of people want to maintain the life of their seats. Trust me, I'm also one like that as well. I have an SUV, and when I have my dog in the vehicle, I just put him in a dog bag, and he'll sit either on the back seat or on my lap. And we try not to get them on the seats just because, number one, when you have any type of animal, they have claws. And with leather itself, you don't need them clawing on the seats and scratching them up. So the next product I'm going to show you guys is for all of our animal lovers or just for people who want to preserve the seats in their vehicle. I'm going to be showing you the back seat covers. So what I'm going to do is let me just remove the back seat organizers and then I'm going to go ahead and put the cover in and I'll show you guys how that works. So give me 1 second. It takes 2 seconds, but it comes right off unless this one is so, unless it gets stuck here. There we go. So that's one organizer. No, you got to stay out of Jay. And there's the second organizer. Okay. So this is the back seat dog cover. So this is what it looks like and how large it is. So this will fit in most vehicles, SUVs, cars, trucks. It does fit in a larger vehicle that has more room for a rear seat. So if you do have like a coupe, it could also fit in that as well. This one, installation is very easy. You definitely do not need any tools. This material is really great. It's 600p nylon material. It's waterproof as well, as you can tell. And on the back, it actually has non-slip material right there. So once you set it up in the back of your seats, your animal that's sitting in the back, a dog for example, will not be sliding left to right when you're turning those corners and you're driving in the vehicle. So it has a nice non-slip material on the back. And the most favorite part about this is because it collects spills. So of course, if your animal, your dog was to have an accident like pee, it'll actually collect it in here. And then of course, this is waterproof, so you can clean it super simple and super easy. If you had a hose, you could hose it down. It is machine washable as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to install it in the back seats. And as I mentioned, no tools are needed. So I'll show you guys how super simple and how easy it is for one person like myself to go ahead and set it up. So before I set it up, let me explain to you, because there are some clips. We have two clips here that are going to go on the front headrest of the vehicle, driver and passenger. And then of course you do have two clips down there at the bottom that are going to go on the rear seats as well. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this real quick. So what you're going to do is just put the seat cover in, and you're going to lay it flat like a blanket. You have one side that's going to be pushed down there, and then we're going to go ahead and flatten this side right here. So you're going to take the clip, and the coolest thing about this one as well, the clips are adjustable. So as I mentioned, just like the back seat organizer, you can tighten it to your desired fit. So we're going to leave it on just like that to start. Then we're going to go ahead and move on to the other side as well. There you go. So there you go. Two sides are done. So you see a flap here. We're going to flap it down so it's going to protect the sides of your vehicle. Also the door panel as well. So same thing for the other side. You got the clips. We're going to go ahead and attach it to Yes, in the back. We don't want to miss out on that feature. The two handles on the back right there. It's right there. I'm going to pull it up.
Yeah, so we're going to reverse it. The other way. So this goes to the back.
Oh no, because this right here, you got to pull it down for the passenger.
Oh, is it?
To sit, yeah.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Yes.
So these ones right here, I believe this does go into the seat belt to hold it together.
Yeah.
So we won't do that now because we're not going to be driving. So let's put this ones up first, and then we'll show them if we were to have a rear passenger, how would they be able to sit. Let me just show you real quick. Okay. So with the rear seats here, the headrest actually, you're going to go ahead and just clip it in. There you go. There's one side. And then, like I said, you can adjust the strap so that it can fit perfectly. I'll do the other side and then we'll fix it up. Here we go. Perfect. So this is how it would be sitting. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to adjust this one so that we can have it sit a little bit flat. And like I said, it's to each their own, depending on how big or how small your dog may be. You want to make sure that you adjust it so that they can sit down and feel comfortable as well. So this is how the final product will end, like this. And then of course you just have your dog in here. But let's say you don't like, because when you close the door, I'll show you real quick, you still have all of this exposed so that your dog can actually jump and still scratch and ruin the interior. So if you don't want it like that, we're going to go ahead and create a hammock style of this back seat. So there's two zippers, one that goes up and then one that goes the other way. What you're going to go ahead and do, zip it up. So it creates a nice little hammock area for your dog. So when I close this door, you'll see that it's actually going to be protecting the interior of your vehicle. And of course, if you have your window down and your dog wants to jump up, it's not going to ruin this part because this is actually going to be covering it. So let me close the door so you guys can get a better understanding on how the hammock style works. And then I'll go ahead and bring Autajay in here as well. Okay, so if you were to have a dog in here, sit. That's how it would look. No, stay, Audie. Doesn't that look comfy? And then on the other side, you are protected. You want to come over here? So you are protected on this side so that the dog, if it does have an accident, like it does a little pee or poo, it's actually collected right in these little pockets. And I really like this material because it collects hair, water, dirt, and especially when you have your animals out and they're getting dirty, it'll collect all of that without making your interior of the car so messy. Trust me, I wish I had this before because there's been many times I've gone on hikes with my dog. He is so dirty and wet, you don't even know what to do. You try to towel him down. So at least with this, it'll collect all of that dirtiness, that liquid, the mud, all in here. And then it's so easy. You just unstrap it, water it down, and then it's good as new. It's beautiful. So that is the dog car seat. Okay, now let's say you want to have someone in the back seat. Let's say you may have a toddler or a friend that wants to sit in the back seat, but they don't want to sit in the dog back seat. So the coolest thing about this, as we were showing you guys earlier, come over here. Okay, sit. We'll go ahead and unzip these real quick. So let's say you have a friend coming, they don't want to sit on the dog seats. And of course, once that is down, it's actually going to be protecting the bottom part of the seat. We have a zipper right here. You go ahead and unzip that right here. We're going to unclip that for them. Take that out. And then of course, we unclip this side as well. So what we could do is if there was a baby seat, you could put a baby seat in here. They could still use the seat belts. And then of course, if you have a friend, you could just go ahead and just fold this area up as is. Fold it. And then of course, the dog has their side while your passenger can also sit comfortably as well. So of course, your back seat is still going to be covered. Because what you could do is Autajay could have his own little hammock area, as is. And then, of course, your passenger can be sitting comfortably as well. So there you go. Super simple and super easy. And of course, as we mentioned, there's no tools that are needed for this. It's so simple of an installation. Like I said, I was able to do it on my own. Takes maybe about 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how how sturdy you want this to be. Audiger is only about 11 pounds. So this is pretty big for him. But I will tell you, if we were going to have this in our SUV, it would probably save us. And I would prefer this because at the end of the day, your dog can actually sit and be comfortable without having to be confined into a dog carrier bag or anything like that. So this is actually easier for me.
And it also goes to the trunk, right?
Oh yeah, that is correct. So with the trunk space as well, you can actually set it up in the trunk just exactly how you would set it up in the rear. So if you do not want your dog to be sitting in the rear seats, what you would do is you would use the straps that you would put on for the front seats, you would put them onto the back, and then the bottom part would hang, and it would be the exact same thing, so it would actually be protecting your trunk as well. So it's very multi-purpose and universal that you can use it, and I really like it because you can protect your vehicle at all costs. So literally everything is protected, your front seat, your back seat, even the side pillars of your door. So I really like that as well.
Yeah, and just before we finish introduction,
Yeah.
I think what we can show to the audience is if we could just reverse it, just
Sure.
put that to there.
Yeah.
Oops.
You got it.
Could you help
Okay.
me to take this off? Or you can stay with me if you want.
Yeah, I'll reverse this. Okay.
As well.
There we go. Okay.
And we'll turn it around.
So we can turn it around.
Yeah, and can you see the white bits on the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what we can do is like, if we want to fix...
For more safety?
Yeah, for
Yeah,
more
you
safety,
can...
we just push this down.
Yeah.
Oops. Yeah. Oh, you did. Yeah.
There you go, so that it holds it together.
Yeah, that's right.
And then we can go ahead and strap it just like how we strapped it in the other one. There we go. So I'll show you guys the one side. And then it would be exactly the same. There you go. So that's exactly how the hammock would look as well. There you go. Very nice. Beautiful. So of course, with the back seat hammock rests here, take a look on our Amazon portfolio, our Amazon storefront page, and of course, take advantage of the Cyber Monday deals by using the code Dealstories. Yes, Dealstories, because you know we always got the deals around here. So this is really great. I'm probably going to take home this for sure and put it in my vehicle as well, just because it's easier to maintain. And then of course, once you're done, you unstrap it, fold it all up. You can go ahead and clean it or just use it again for another time as well. So simple, so easy. You don't have to set blankets or towels down. So use our code Dealstories. The code does last for 7 days, but of course, because today is Cyber Monday, please take advantage of these deals, because I'm going to tell you, 27 days before Christmas, you want to make sure that you have things already on your list for the people you love, or just for yourself as well, because you know what? These deals are going to be going quick. So there you go. Thank you so much for having patience with me as we went ahead and installed it. So we're going to go ahead and move on to our next product. So I'll have Audie sit there.
Right, so